Woo! Oh my God, man, do I have a big announcement for you, my friends, my 10X friends from around the world, boys and girls, raised by a single mother. Yes, that's me. Grew up with a daddy that wasn't there for him. Yeah, that's me. Super massive success after starting a career selling shoes. Yes, that is me. And a major proponent of the 10X movement. Yes, that's me, but it's also one other person. I'm so proud to announce Kevin Hart, movie star, comedian. I say his name and you know it, Kevin Hart. I invited him to be at our 10X Growth Conference. Got confirmation today that he will be there. And let me tell you why I picked him, okay? Guy comes from nothing. Used everything against him, turned it, flipped it to make him who he is today. Name is known worldwide. Tremendous energy, tremendous discipline, tremendous work ethic. Dude, Kevin Hart is a bad man. And I'm so excited to have Kevin Hart at the 2020 10X Growth Conference. See you in Vegas.
What a blessing. I've been blessed 100 times over. First of all, to do two things that I always wanted to do. That's play basketball, be a businessman.
Magic for three. Yes. Three-pointer. Yes. Oh, my.
Magic down the middle. Just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good. 2 seconds left. The Lakers take the lead on Magic Johnson's running skyhook.
I enjoy challenges, and it's a challenge tonight to see what I can do.
Basketball prepared me for the business room, no question about it. You know, if it wasn't for basketball, I don't think I could be the CEO that I am today.
An unbelievable performance by Magic Johnson.
Woo! Oh my God, man, do I have a big announcement for you, my friends, my 10X friends from around the world, boys and girls, raised by a single mother. Yes, that's me. Grew up with a daddy that wasn't there for him. Yeah, that's me. Super massive success after starting a career selling shoes. Yes, that is me. And a major proponent of the 10X movement. Yes, that's me, but it's also one other person. I'm so proud to announce Kevin Hart, movie star, comedian. I say his name and you know it, Kevin Hart. I invited him to be at our 10X Growth Conference. Got confirmation today that he will be there. And let me tell you why I picked him, okay? Guy comes from nothing. Used everything against him, turned it, flipped it to make him who he is today. Name is known worldwide. Tremendous energy, tremendous discipline, tremendous work ethic. Dude, Kevin Hart is a bad man. And I'm so excited to have Kevin Hart at the 2020 10X Growth Conference. See you in Vegas.
What's going on, everybody? You got my mic hot? Yeah. This is Jared Glant, president for Cardone Enterprises, with another major growth conference update. That's right, 10X Growth Conference, Las Vegas, February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Man, this is the one time a year where we go all out. We bring in A-list talent. We spend millions and millions of dollars to put on one of the best events in the world. Last year we did 34,000 people in Miami. This year we're going to Mandalay Bay. We're doing the Event Center Arena. If you went to our second growth conference, then this is something familiar for you. The arena, this is a boxing arena. They do some of the biggest boxing matches in the world in this arena. And the way that they have this arena set up, it is set up to have the ring in the middle so that all of the seats in the venue are the best seats in the house. So we're super excited to be there. Did we tell them the secret thing that's happening?
Oh, should we talk about it or no?
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Wicked. You know?
Yep.
Ricky, right? So check it out. So this is super cool. So we're doing a round stage here. The reason we did that is so that every single seat in the house would be a great seat. The furthest seat back here in the GA section, if you're in the last row of the arena, the very last seat, you're closer to the stage in that seat than VIP people were at the Miami Marlins Stadium last year. So every seat's going to be a great seat. We got some crazy, we spent like $2.5 million this year just on audio visual, LED screens all over the place. We got freaking laser beams shooting all over. We got water spouts going across. We got crazy people dancing all over the place. It's gonna be a freaking party, man. It's gonna be crazy, and y'all gotta be there. So I'm super excited today because we're gonna announce 3 more of the speakers. If you weren't around last week, Kevin Hart's gonna be our headline speaker. Wow. The Kevin Hart. 80 million followers on Instagram, Kevin Hart. Worldwide superstar, Kevin Hart. Funniest dude in the world, Kevin Hart. Like, this guy's crazy. And what we saw in Kevin wasn't that he's funny or that he's popular. What we identified in Kevin was his business savvy. You know, he refused to go the route of typical comedians where they partner with promoters. They sell the tickets. It's easier to do it that way, but they take a big chunk of the money. And Kevin said, nope, I'm gonna do this all in-house. I'm gonna do my own deal. I'm gonna promote my own deals. And he put together the highest grossing comedy tour in history. Not only that, but he's out hustling doing movies all the time. And he's all over Instagram. So he promotes himself, he thinks big, he knows control equals income. I mean, this guy is the epitome of 10X. So it was a really easy choice for us. Not so easy to get him, to track him down, to find out who we got to get in front of. Because when you get into this, group, you're talking A-listers, they don't do stuff for the money. The money is just the qualifier. Like, do you have the money to even get in the ring? The decision is made off of one thing. Do they want to do it or not? Like, that's a good spot to be in, where you're so big, you're so famous that you could walk away from multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars, a lot, just because you're like, nah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we were able to secure it because this is something that Kevin wants to do. He wants to share his story. He didn't have it easy growing up. Dad wasn't around and was, struggling as a comedian. His teachers saw something special in him. They knew that he was going to do something big, and he sure did. So we're super excited to have him here. He's a real dude, and he's going to come and give you guys some real insights on what it takes to go from nothing to something massive, something major, something that can live on.
We got a message from Kevin Hart too, a little video message.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go and play that. Go and play it.
What up, 10X? Kevin Hart here, proud to announce that I'm going to be the headline speaker this year. More importantly, excited to talk, man. Excited to talk, be authentic, transparent, talk about my life story, and simply motivate and inspire others to understand that regardless of what you've been dealt, you can always overcome, you can always get through. So let's get to it. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.
So there you go, Kevin Hart, 10X Growth Conference this year. The question is, where are you going to be sitting? So now I just want to go over a few things. The executive section, so this lower executive section is entirely sold out. The upper executive section here is about 75% sold out. So these seats are moving fast. We're on target to sell out the conference by the end of December. So this is super exciting. We'll be sold out a full month and a half before the event, so we won't have to worry about selling seats in the first beginning of the year. We can worry about freaking starting the year strong. So we're super excited about that. So you have your GA seats right now. These are on sale for $297. Your executive level seats right now are on sale for $797. Then you have your VIP seats. Your VIP seats include exclusive access, so you don't have to wait in lines. You get your separate entrance lane. You get access to premium floor seats. Plus, you get access to our VIP party at Light Nightclub. We actually, in 2017, I think it was, when we had our party at Light, we actually sold passes to get in. And so it was a crazy party. We're not selling tickets to get in this time. Now this is one of those deals where it's only for the VIP, the premiers, and the diamonds. And our man Ricky Rose is going to come in and he's going to perform. He's going to blow the roof off. So that's going to be super cool. So those are our VIP seats. Our premier seats. VIP, by the way, we're about 65%, 70% sold out on these. Premier seats, we're just over 60%. 60.
No more. It's premiers are most.
So 75% probably sold out for Premier. These seats are $5K. They include a room at the Mandalay Bay Hotel for the entire duration of the event. So we got you there. So not only do you get private access, not only do you get your hotel room covered, not only are you staying in the same hotel that everybody else is, so the networking and the connection, the community is second to none. I mean, it's where you want to be. You want to be close to the action. But you're also going to get the VIP party, and you're going to get the super exclusive Diamond Party, which is going to take place Saturday night, off-site. It's not going to be at the venue. It's going to be off-site. We're taking you someplace super cool. But that is going to be for about 500 people, that party. So premier tickets and Diamond seats only for that. And also, Premier, you get access to a networking lunch that we're doing every single day, so you get more time to connect with people. I mean, that's really why people come to this deal. That's why people come to the event. They come because they want to learn, they want to grow, they want to connect, and they want to figure out ways to start 2020 with a bang. And so we always try to get the event at the beginning of the year so that you can make sure you have a monster year. The monster change is going to be happening in these diamond seats. This is where all the movers and shakers are. This is a $10,000 seat. We probably got about 35 of these left. These are the first 2 rows. So it's the first 2 rows of the entire venue. So Diamond is the first 2 rows. Premier is the row 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Premier and Diamond, you're 6 rows deep. You're like, I don't know, maybe 20 feet away from the stage. So the seats are ridiculous. Then you have VIP, you have your executive level seats, your GA seats, and I think we actually have 2 suites left. So if you want to get access to suites, that's an option is available as well. If you go to, actually just call the office, call Natalie actually, 212-515-3772. If you're interested in a suite, we have a 14-person suite and a 16-person suite yet left. All the other suites are sold out. That's a cool experience because you get to go there with your crew. There's a bathroom in there, a private bathroom, so you got to go wait in line, and I think we can even get you catering in there. So it's a great deal to keep your team together if you have a team. So a lot of really, really great seats. They're all real great seats, but you just have to choose what level of experience you want. And you can go through the layers of the venue to figure that out. GA, upper executive, lower executive, which is sold out, VIP, Premier, and Diamond. Remember, we have our mentors. So for all of you who are in the mentor program, we've allocated a section of seats. It's the first 5 rows of lower executive. I mean, this is basically 50-yard line. If you go to a football game, you're sitting 50-yard line. So that's a great section. If you want to get signed up for one of these tickets right here, you get one included when you become a part of our mentor program. So that's a $997 investment. You can sign up at grantcardone.com/M as in mentor, P as in program. So not only inside these mentor seats are you going to get the seating in this ridiculous section, but you're also going to get access to our 12-week mentoring program. Now, we're about 6 weeks into the program. They're all recorded. They sit in the system so that you can go back and continue to view them, and you can get caught up with us, and then we do those live every Thursday night. So that's super cool. Great way to get great access. grantcardone.com/MP. So we have some speakers to announce today. So I'm going to go ahead and get rolling. Remember, the theme of the event is set up around 3 days, right? It's a 3-day event. So day one is about building and growing, how to get something to perform at 10x levels. Day two is all about marketing and promotion. And then day three is all about the ideal life. Like, how do you build the ideal life? How do you take these things that you've learned and actually put them to work? And so we've got some cool folks to introduce. So first person, next speaker at the 10X Growth Conference is a best-selling author, founder of multiple companies, collectively employing hundreds of people around the globe. He's one of the most dynamic speakers in the U.S. today. He's the founder of a massive organization and managing partner of a few more. He created the term customer value optimization. He created the methodology and has introduced many of the most popular digital sales strategies that modern companies are using. He's also a founder of a conference that runs throughout the year in North America called Traffic and Conversion. Our next speaker at the 10X Growth Conference is none other than the marketing legend and digital guru, Mr. Ryan Deiss. Ryan Deiss, super excited to have him back. Ryan is the Grant Cardone of marketing. Their company is based 100% off of education, and they work with some of the largest companies in the world, helping them to basically install and then scale out digital strategies, email, website, Facebook, Instagram, social media, community management, customer value optimization. So he's a brilliant mind, and we're super excited to have him back to come talk about how you can grow your business, how you can grow your brand, how you can get traffic cheaper. It's getting harder than ever to grow your business online because there's so much competition, so you have to get better, you have to get strategic. And Ryan is going to come share some of the top strategies that are actually working in business today. So we're super excited to have him back. And since we did one, we're going to do another. We're on a roll today, so we're going to do 3 people here. Okay. The next speaker is a partner of ours. He's known as the Stage Whisperer. His company has helped clients book over 25,000 stages worldwide since 2003, and they've generated tens of millions in dollars in revenue through those stages. This fella has booked legendary speakers that the list is as long as I am tall. And he's looking to reach 1 billion people through 1 million stages over the next decade. So we're super excited to have him back again. He was one of the top-rated speakers from last year's event. This guy is a personal friend of mine. When it comes to finding new ways to get your message out, that is one of the biggest conversations that we're having in business today is Facebook ads are getting expensive. There's so much competition. Where can I go to grow my business, to grow my brand, where I can be effective and it doesn't break the bank? And this guy is the master at leveraging the oldest known form of marketing, the stage. Next speaker, 10X Growth Conference, Mr. Pete Vargas. Is there like background noise you guys can do, or I just sound like a jackass clapping my hands up here? Okay, all right, then. All right, so super excited to have Pete back. He's a great guy. And so last year at 10X Growth Conference, he introduced a program of his, and we said that one person was going to go through his program, and we were going to bring that person up on stage this year at this event. And so we have a super interactive presentation that Pete's going to make, where we actually take somebody that was at the event last year that has been trained by Pete and his partner Pat, and they're going to come up on stage. This person's going to get a little 5-minute power talk in, And then they're going to go through and dissect how they structured it so that you can understand how to do the same thing and get on these stages and find new ways to promote your business in your market, in your area. Pete Vargas, pumped to have you back. And the final announcement for the day. This one is super cool. This guy's a fella that we have developed a relationship with recently. So, Grant, the real estate stuff that Grant's been doing has given us the opportunity to connect with tons of amazing people. And this guy is a guy that got connected with Grant because of his background in the world of finance and economics. And so the thing that excites me most about the next speaker is that for 25 years, 25 years ago, he was trading stocks on the New York Stock Exchange. He was a floor trader. And he's spent the last 25 years, been through the financial crisis. He's seen it all. And he's still one of the top traders on Wall Street today. So we're bringing him in because we want to get a read on what is happening in the economy and what you guys can expect. So, whether Trump gets reelected or not or whatever, like what are the people in the money? What are the folks on Wall Street talking about that is going to affect what happens for you and your family in 2020? So the next speaker, he was actually a linebacker for the Chicago Bears before he turned to another type of contact sport, trading on the Chicago Board Options Exchange. So there he worked for 25 years. In 1990, he founded Mercury Trading, a market-making firm which sold to Citadel in 2004. In 2005, he co-founded Option Monster and Trade Monster, and he partnered with a private equity firm, and they sold to E-Trade for $750 million. Today, he's a professional investor, money manager, media analyst, and he can be seen every single day on CNBC on the Halftime Report and Fast Money Show. In 2016, he and his brother Pete founded Market Rebellion, a company focused on educating the individual investor. Our next speaker at the 10X Growth Conference to come talk to us about money and what we can expect in 2020, because in 2020, we want to get that money. Yeah. Dr. J, Mr. John Najarian. Dr. J, you've seen this guy on TV before. He's always got big watches on. He's always got big rings on. But more important than that, you always know that he has got spot-on commentary about the economy and what's happening in business and how all these levers are being pulled in global economics and how those affect microeconomics in your area. And so we're super interested in figuring out how we can get ahead of the curve, right? Like we want to be where the opportunity is, not where it was. And so we're bringing him in to share some of his insights and to shed some light on what we can expect in 2020 so that we can best position ourselves. So we have Ryan Deiss, leading digital marketing expert in the world. We have Pete Vargas. He is the stage whisperer, the man who knows how to get on stages and build your business through this new traffic source, this underutilized traffic source of stages. And then we have Dr. J, John Najarian, to come talk about finances and the economy and what we can do to better position ourselves to make that money in 2020. 3 new speakers. We ain't done yet. We still got a couple more up our sleeve because we know that this thing's gonna keep on pounding out. My 3 guys here, all of them amazing dudes. We're super excited to have them on board. We have a deal I want to announce as well. So we have a deal on any 10X Growth Conference seat that you purchase through the end of this week. So it expires Sunday. You get access to Cardone University from now until the event. So 73 days. Interesting enough, when we did our first growth conference, we did it 73 days after we decided we were going to do it. It's pretty funny. About this time, we decided we were going to have the event, and then we didn't have a venue, didn't have speakers. We'd never done an event before, so it was crazy, but we pulled it off, so it worked. But we want to give you 73 days of access to Cardone University, the #1 sales and business training platform on planet Earth. We've delivered 45 million lessons through the system. We're working to get it in the federal prison systems to help rehabilitate inmates. We've used Cardone universities from soldiers that are returning from overseas, so people that are getting discharged from the military that are having to go back into civilian life. We give veterans free access to Cardone University. So this is a platform that we use. It's in some of the largest companies in the world, plus it's going to help some of the folks who need it most. So we're super excited to throw in access. When you secure any level seat to this year's 10X Growth Conference, you're going to get Cardone University until the event so that you can spend the next 73 days planning, preparing, prepping for what will be the most impactful day of 2020. I can promise you. This event will be everything that you want it to be, okay? Come with a plan. Decide you're going to come. Decide that you are going to get what you deserve this year. You know, too often we don't have a plan, we don't know what we want, we don't have any intention, we don't have any commitment. And then we end up down the road and months later we're trying to figure out, dude, what happened to my year? It's May already, I'm not serious about it. And then we just start wasting time. I can tell you this because that used to be me. Haphazardly going through life, like just life was happening to me. There was nothing I was in control of. I was just a cog in the wheel. And everything changed for me the day that I made the decision to come work for Grant, because I actually said, I'm going to go chase something. This is what I want. I'm going to go after it. Everything changed for me. I got around the right type of people. I got the right information, and I started applying the information into my life, and it made all the difference in the world. And because of those decisions that I made a lot of decisions in my life, good ones, bad ones. I made a lot of decisions, but all of those decisions led up to the decision that I finally made when I came to work for Grant. And from that moment on, that one decision changed the course of the rest of my life. And it will put me in a place of financial security that I never dreamed of. I never thought that I'd have the opportunity to make the kind of money that I'm making, to be able to be on the phone working deals with Kevin Hart, to be able to be on the phone working deals with Magic Johnson, to be able to be working deals with some of Brad Parscale. I mean, some of these people are almost untouchable. They're almost impossible to get a hold of. You have to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. And you can't know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody if you don't have a network. So when we put these events on, it's about connecting. You have to have a plan to connect. So what I tell people, when you come to our events, there's 3 things that you need to do. There's 3 things predetermined that you need to know before you come. Number 1 is, what can you sell? First and foremost, when you're coming here, you need to be looking for connections who can buy your product. Like if I'm coming and I have a business, a coaching business, or I have a sales training business, or I'm a videographer, or I do social media consulting, or whatever, you're a freaking artist, you paint pictures. Come with the intention that I will sell something. Number 2 is, you need to come to connect with people. You need to figure out what type of people you're missing in your life. Like, these events bring together people who want to do more, who want to do better, who want to make an impact. Like, the connections that you can make in this one event over the course of these 3 days can change the course of your life. If you believe, like I do, that one person can change everything for you, then you need to decide what that person is, what that person looks like. Are they a spiritual peer? Are they a business peer or mentor? Like, is it a fitness like, who do you need to get connected to that would change your life? Is it somebody that, can be the catalyst to help you lose 80 pounds? Is it somebody who can give you some information? Like for me, I was always looking for, I saw Grant, so I was learning as much as I possibly could from Grant. But from where I was to where Grant was, there was a massive gap. So I would always try to find somebody and I didn't get directly mentored by these people, but I'd always just try to find somebody. Like, if I was making $100,000, I was like, who's making $1 million or $2 million? Like, I want to find out what they're doing. And then I'm at $1 million, and I'm like, okay, Grant's still way up here. I'm like, okay, who's making, $5 million, $6 million, $7 million? I want to learn from them as well, right? So you got to come with the plan of who you want to connect with. Let me give you an example of what can happen. Brandon Dawson, get the map of the stadium back up here. Brandon Dawson came to last year's 10X Growth Conference. He invested in diamond seats for him and his wife, Natalie. He paid $20K for these 2 seats, bought it online. We were like, dude, somebody just bought 2 diamond seats online. And this was like maybe 3 weeks out of the event. We had a handful of them left. And normally these are phone calls. Like, somebody just swiped their card. We're like, it's definitely fraud. called him up, verified that he was a real deal, and so he came and he sat at the event. Brandon came because he was looking for something specific. He had a plan. He knew what he was trying to sell. He knew who he needed to connect with in order to get it. And the third thing that you need to come is you need to come figuring out what you need to learn, right? Like, what are you trying to learn? So Brandon came with what he was trying to learn. He was trying to learn about our organization, how we put events on, and learn more about Grant. He came with a mission of who he wanted to connect with. In this case, it was Grant. And he came with what he knew he wanted to sell, which was his idea on his business, okay? Now, for Brandon, the way that it worked out is he signed up his company for Cardone University, went through the whole deal, signed up for Cardone University, which got him connected to Brandon. He was asking for some stuff. Brandon got me involved in the deal. Next thing I know, I'm talking with Brandon, and Brandon's getting connected with Grant, and they're going to Cobb. I mean, all of this just happened because he got on the field, okay? Now, in that business, they already have done about $25 million in business. And that was in February. So that was February, it's December now, that was 10 months ago, and they've already done $25 million in business. So that is the type of opportunity that can come. Like you have to show up. You have to come with intention. You have to know what you want, you have to know what you can give, and you gotta know who's got that money. Who's got your money? Who do you wanna get connected with? The lunch breaks for the Diamond and the Premier are going to be unparalleled for getting access to folks because everybody's going to be in one spot. You're going to be at tables, sitting around these big round tables, eating with people that you don't know, sit at different tables every day, move around, eat your food, and then go grab a drink and a dessert and go sit at another table. Like, that's how you got to play these games, man. You got to keep jumping around. You got to keep hopping around. Okay? So like, I got it. I'm looking at the right camera. I was just seeing if you were paying attention. But you got to come with a plan, okay? The Brandon Dawson story wouldn't have happened if he wouldn't have showed up. Insert your name here. Your story may not have happened if you didn't show up. You know, it doesn't matter how many of these events that you've been to. It's the one that finally gets you what you need that works. But the question is always, was it that one or was it all of the decisions that you made, like me, to get up to that one point that changed your life? I believe that you keep swinging the bat until one day you swing the bat and you make a contact and it goes out of the park. And hopefully there's some men on base. Get that grand slam home run. You know what I'm saying? So look, 10xgrowthcon.com. We got our full lineup here. We got Ricky Ross, Ricky Rose, Marie Forleo. She's an amazing speaker, crushing it, not just as a female, but as a business coach and an expert. She rarely does events, and so we were so lucky to get her, and this is actually during the launch of one of the busiest times of her year. So we're super excited that we were able to put that together. Brad Parscale was the digital director for the presidential campaign. Did such an amazing job. I didn't even know this when we were looking at him, but they made him the campaign director for the re-election campaign coming up this year. He's a marketing guy, not a politics guy. So he's going to come in and he's going to talk about what they're doing running a $900 million ad budget. Crazy. Like, you know, that's just like, that's freaking La La Land. That's outside of the park. We got this guy, Brandon Dawson. He's coming to speak, but nobody's really going to show up to see him. He just walked in. I'll bring him up in a second. Magic Johnson, like NBA legend, and not only that, but he took his NBA legend status, momentum, and he turned that into one of the most successful business careers after a sport as any athlete. I think he's actually one of the wealthiest athletes in history. He owned the Dodgers. He owned the Lakers. He's a massive investor. I think he invested in Starbucks. He made a brick of money in Starbucks, Burger King. Of course, Mr. Grant Cardone, our fearless leader. Kevin Hart, dude, this guy, I'm so excited that we were able to lock him down for this deal because he is going to bring fire. He's funny. He's famous. He's freaking rich. And it wasn't always like that for him.
He has a story too.
He's got a story. Like it was work. It was grind. And a lot of you are grinding your thing out right now and you're like, is there light at the end of the tunnel? And so Kevin's going to come share about what happens and when you keep showing up and you keep pressing and you never give up and you keep swinging that bat. He's going to tell you, he's going to take you through the whole thing. between striking out and hitting a grand slam. And this guy is like, he's hitting grand slam after grand slam after grand slam. One of the most in-demand actors in Hollywood right now. Scooter Braun, sneaking in the back here. Scooter Braun is one of the most brilliant minds in the record business today. He's broken more famous artists in the last 3 or 4 years than any other producer, talent agent, manager in the game right now. So he's managed Justin Bieber, Kanye West, Ariana Grande. No, dude, don't say that. That's fucked up. So he owns SB Productions. He's got a massive record company, and it all started throwing parties in college. Crazy story. Like, it's unreal. Miss Elena Cardone, the queen of the empire, she's gonna come talk about how to get everybody on the same page. This is so important. As a married man, I now understand how important it is to go home. If you're getting your ass whooped all day by customers, the last thing you want to do is go home and get your ass whooped by your wife or your husband, right? So Elena's going to talk about how to get everybody on the same page so that you're pushing and you can be stronger together, not living a life of conflict. This man right here, I saved for last, because instead of talking about him in this picture, I'm just going to bring him up over here right now. What's going on?
Hey.
BD.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
All right, we're talking about GrowthCon.
That's right. So, dude, what are you gonna talk about at the GrowthCon this year?
Hey, look, individuals want to grow and scale their personal, professional, and financial goals. Business owners want to grow and scale their personal, professional, and financial goals. Investors want to grow and scale their personal, professional, and financial goals. What we're going to be talking about is, irrespective of which one of those categories you're in, we're going to be talking about exactly how to do that in order to maximize your time, energy, and effort for passive income growth.
Yep. Dude, passive income, that's the magic word right there.
That's it, right?
So Brandon has a great story. Brandon, I think at 26 years old, you took your first company public?
Yeah, I think when I rang the opening bell of the American Stock Exchange, I was 29 years old, one of the youngest people to do it at the time. Dude, now you have 16-year-olds that are worth billions.
I know. There's that dude on YouTube that he tests toys out, and he made like $7 million last year.
I did it the hard way.
Yeah.
I did it the hard way.
But that is what actually got you the experience. And so he has gone the private equity route. He tried to raise money, got money, put it into a company, put it all to work, just to I think you were 7 or 8 years into the project.
Yeah, no, I bought 120 businesses, franchised 900 of them. We were just getting ready to take off. My private equity group said, hey, we've been in this 5 years. We're selling the business. I said, you can't sell it. We're just getting going. They said, no, that's what all you guys say. So they sold the business. I got even. I didn't get mad.
Yeah, so he didn't, he didn't bend over.
I cried. I cried a little bit for a little while, and then I decided to do my own thing.
It's just one of those bad situations, that happens. And that will happen to you in business if you're not prepared and you don't have the right information. He was able to take that experience, go redo it on his own way, and ended up selling his company for almost $200 million. And so if you have a business, if you're doing $500,000 a year, if you're kind of past that, is this going to work or not stage, and you're like, okay, hey, I'm actually settling into this. I think I got something here. You want to go 500,000, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million.
Hey, when I started that new business that I sold for made $50 million and sold it for $150 million, I did 500,000 my first year. So you can't get to 30 million if you don't do 500,000 first. What we're going to do is talk about how to do that step-by-step process to scale and grow.
And what's funny is we just finished the 10X 360, which is a 4-day program that we do here in our office in Miami for businesses. If you want to learn more about that, go to 10x360.com. One of the things you said, hey, there's 2 ways to build a business: the right way
and the hard way,
and the wrong way.
Yeah.
And the right way would be if you're building a house, for example, laying the foundation, having the plans first, laying the foundation, framing the house, putting the drywall on, putting the roof on, going back. There's a way to build a house. If you tried to build a house with the roof first,
you're dead.
You wouldn't be able to build a house. And so what happens is entrepreneurs get started with an idea. They don't think with what it could be. They think with, how do I survive today?
Yep.
And so what ends up happening is they end up building a roof first, then they put a toilet where the chimney goes.
Or what they do is they build the foundation, but by the time they get the walls up and they go to put the roof on, they realize the foundation's too thin. So then they have to change what their dream is, or they got to tear it all down and start over.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to a lot of entrepreneurs.
And so Brandon's going to spend some time telling you guys whether you're an employee and you want to figure out how to grow out, like through your company and then out your company if that's your goal. Or if you're a business owner and you want to make sure that you've got the right foundation, Brandon's going to spend some time at the Growth Conference telling you about that. He's the co-founder of Cardone Ventures. Like I said, in the last, since February, they've built about a $25 million company. So they're absolutely knocking it out of the park. His first company, he did $500,000 in his first year. This company, they'll do $25 million their first year. So remarkable growth. He's going to share with you how you can do the same thing in your business or in your personal life. With the career that you have right now. Super excited.
Look forward to seeing all of you at GrowthCon.
Super excited. Super excited. Thanks for being here. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Hey, you out of here? For good? Yeah. Wait 5 minutes. I'm almost done. Hey, so 10xgrowthconference.com. Go to 10xgrowthcon.com. Get your seat to the 10X Growth Conference, and we will give you access to Cardone University up until the event so that you can train and study and learn how to 10X your income, how to 10X your business, how to 10X your life, because that's what it's all about here. We have some, if you need a payment plan, if you have a couple, you're like, hey, I want to get 3 or 4 tickets, I have some questions, can I get a little bit better deal? If you have anything like that, just call the office. 310-777-0255, 310-777-0255. Sometimes these guys get deals approved that I wouldn't approve on my own. Like if they brought it to me to approve it, I wouldn't approve it. So the more phone calls they get, the looser that they get. So if you want to call and see if you could sneak one through, you're more than welcome to. 310-777-0255. But if you're one of the normal folks like me, just go to the site, 10xgrowthcon.com, get your seat, reserve your seat, make sure you have your seat, confirm your seat, get your ticket, get your hotel, and make sure that you show up for the most talked about entrepreneur conference in the world, February 21st, 22nd, 23rd at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. 10X your business, 10X your income, 10X your life. We'll see you there.
Woo! Oh my God, man, do I have a big announcement for you, my friends, my 10X friends from around the world, boys and girls, raised by a single mother. Yes, that's me. Grew up with a daddy that wasn't there for him. Yeah, that's me. Super massive success after starting a career selling shoes. Yes, that is me. And a major proponent of the 10X movement. Yes, that's me, but it's also one other person. I'm so proud to announce Kevin Hart, movie star, comedian. I say his name and you know it, Kevin Hart. I invited him to be at our 10X Growth Conference. Got confirmation today that he will be there. And let me tell you why I picked him, okay? Guy comes from nothing. Used everything against him, turned it, flipped it to make him who he is today. Name is known worldwide. Tremendous energy, tremendous discipline, tremendous work ethic. Dude, Kevin Hart is a bad man. And I'm so excited to have Kevin Hart at the 2020 10X Growth Conference. See you in Vegas.
What a blessing. I've been blessed 100 times over. First of all, to do 2 things that I always wanted to do. That's play basketball, be a businessman.
Magic for 3. Yes. 3-pointer. Yes. Oh, my.
Magic down the middle. Just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good! 2 seconds left. The Lakers take the lead on Magic Johnson's running sky hook.
I enjoy challenges, and it's a challenge tonight to see what I can do.
basketball prepared me for the business room, no question about it. You know, if it wasn't for basketball, I don't think I could be the CEO that I am today.
An unbelievable performance by Magic Johnson.